The Pentax Spotmatic. Pentax in general, good brand to keep an eye out for. There's a lot of good camera brands to keep an eye out for, but here we'll go through some Pentax Spotmatic prices, and actually talk about camera bodies. Old camera bodies are very risky to try to flip. Most times if you buy something between $5 and $15, you're gonna get your money back or less. Unless you really start to learn what you're looking for. And that's mainly because camera stuff is well picked over. People tend to know what they have. I do a lot more camera buying from targeted sources versus like finding it at estate sales and thrift shops. Just a tip for you. But Pentax Spotmatic. So this is a Japanese camera from the 60s. It's a film camera, and it is rather well regarded. It's a strong entry level to like high mid-range camera. I mean, you can be a professional and still use Pentax Spotmatic at this point if you're still shooting film. But we pay attention to it because it and its accessories usually have a pretty good following and sell quite well. Here we've got this is almost exactly like what you would pick up at estate sale. Camera case, like this is all someone has left of all the camera gear. Everything else probably got picked apart sometime. You find this all the time. Front cover. And what do we have on here? 1.450. Alright, so worth noting, this is a great lens. This lens alone, this $46 for this is somebody got a steal, even at $60. It's from Sioux Falls, so hopefully it doesn't have coronavirus coming with it, but that's a steal. It's too bad it doesn't have the metal 1960s cover. That is a later marriage, but that's okay. It does change the overall value by like $5 to $10 though. Those are pretty coveted. I actually have one sitting next to me. But it's a good camera to know. This is something, if you see it at a garage sale, $5-10, it's a good flip up to 40. And there's some of them that are even rarer that go quite high. And it's a good camera to part out. I think this person's done it right, where they sold the body separately. And I mean, this is fine. They obviously started this auction at $115 because they had their set price that they wanted for it. And that's okay. That's pretty good. And we have 1.855, so that's a little different than the 1.450. Also pretty desirable. See there, we've got the metal cap for one of them, and this is a Honeywell Pentax, and these were marketed into the U.S. But honestly, the Asahi is a little more desirable. Let's see, and this is something that you can get into. Let's see what's on the offer right now. 2 Pentax. Let's go Pentax lot, and then let's even add Spotmatic. And so we've got 9 Spotmatic lots open right now. What could you buy on the market now? And what's it worth? Oh, see, this is still, that's kind of lovely. Well, let's go. Alright, so Spotmatic 35mm SLR cameras, 3 lenses, and more. So, things we care the most about. Alright, so we have 2 clean Honeywell Spotmatics. We would rather those be Asahi, so we can probably at least count $30, $40 a piece on the cameras. Then let's see what we have as far as lenses. Let's see, that is 1 to 255, and the other is 1 to 255. 1 to 255. So it's two 1 to 255s. That I don't know off the top of my head. Oh my god. Freaking Bing. Alright, so yeah, this is not the best Pentax out there, but I think you're fine. You know, $20 estimate on that. And then looks like we have some macro tubes. Those are nicer and older. Another $10 on that. This lens looks nice. What is that? That's the 135. Ah, real shame not to put those details down here. See, this lens looks interesting. That's the one I want to see. Because this isn't what mine looks like, and I have a 135. So 2.8. Oh, so it's a 2.8 135. Yeah, so this one's a little better. And depending on what mount that is, but that is not that lens. Let's see. That's closer to it, but that's not what it is. Oh well, not that important. So let's go altogether 50, 100, 150, another 30, 35 for all. I mean, this is priced too high. You would not make money buying this one, and I didn't think you would when I pulled it up. But this looks like some nice stuff. I mean, if you really pieced it out, like very heavily, you might get there, but that's so much work. So this, not a good deal. Let's see what we've got here. This is looking a little better, you know, especially if you're handy with cameras, which I'm aspiring to be. I won't claim it yet, but let's see what we've got here. This looks good. So we've got Canon FDs, 51.8, 2.8, 20, 28, 51.8. So already we're better off here. And here, oh, that's a nice looking Nikkor. What is it? 200 Minolta. Alright, so that's kind of junky. Quadri, 1.855. This was not the Nikon. Neither was this. Alright, this is not bad. Oh, it's fucking Sears lenses. That's pretty nice. Alright, let's go back to the total picture here, because this is a nicer set. So we've got maybe 60, 160, 170, 190, 350, 400, 425. So I think this is punching low. I would think there's probably about 160, 170 in arbitrage in this one. If you were able to get the price a little lower, even better. And then obviously cleaning and testing all of these, even better. But there's room in there. There's room in there for sure. Alright, let's see. 70 bucks. We have cool strap, Vivitar. What is the Vivitar? 2.828. It looks dusty. And we have 1.450. Alright, well they would take an offer. This, if you could get this for, see, I would want to get this for about $40, because what I would do here is I would likely end up keeping another 1.450, and then I would sell out all of these pieces, and this I would clean and test and make sure it worked. But Spotmatic, you know, you're looking $25 to $40 depending on how fast you want to sell it. And then there's a couple other things in here which you get a little bit of money for. But if you were to sell that 1.450 and you tested it, you probably add another 50 bucks onto there. So this 100 bucks, 120 bucks if you're really patient, which cost of shipping kind of kills it. This is kind of break even. I don't know, I probably would not buy this. It's a little too small of a lot for me. What do we have here? 200 for, we've got Acai, Honeywell, it's Camp. Let's see. So we've got 35, 3.5. This is Vivitar Auto Telephoto 2.8. Meh. Yeah, this is way overpriced. This lot I thought was one that was looking pretty good. Let's see what we got here. So, 1.450. Alright, that's 50 bucks right there. I mean, obviously needs to be working, but we're just going quick. 3.5, 135. 20 bucks. The Pentax 3 times teleconverter. Oh god. Negative money. You lose money for this. No, it's probably about 10, 15, 20 bucks. Nice box. Bunch of extra random fixins. Another 10 to 15 bucks. I mean, this is probably break even. Again, I mean, you might do a little bit better. What do we have here? Just 2 Pentax cameras with a potential Sigma lens. Ooh, what is the Sigma? Oh no. Alright, never mind. 60 bucks. If this goes to a lower offer, you might be able to do okay on it. 255, yeah. This I thought looked good, but it's an auction, so it'll probably go a little higher. So just by looking at this, it looks like we've got a bunch of Pentax K gear. Not as stoked about Pentax K gear, but let's see what we got. 285, 250, 2.828. So nothing that's driving me wild here. I mean, these are fine lenses. $100. If this is $100, $150 is kind of makes it hurt, but you know, one bid. I mean, I could have just done the whole episode wrong, and these prices are all off, so, or at least my prices are all off. Is this stuff going crazy? Where have we been selling? Yeah, see, this is what you want, the stuff that's sold here. This looks like a better deal. So what do you get here? Tubes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lenses, Spotmatic, about $100. Here we've got Takamar 1.2, 55. Wide Vivitar. Telsar 135. Yeah, this is a much better lot. Oh, Helios 44. This is a great lot. Somebody got a really good lot here. And where did we start? That's why we keep 75 bucks. So, well, that's kind of a lot about playing off Spotmatics for someone who, if you're just here to learn a little bit more about, you know, how to flip cameras. That was a long and unnecessary discussion of this, but you know, if you're someone who uses eBay or wants to learn more about using eBay to play in a specific specialty market, and this is something that's going to be happening a lot in the next 5 to 6 years, and I might start doing this more myself, is identifying the online arbitrage from eBay as things in the wild start to decrease, and of course, like, it's a long time off, and there's absolutely no reason to not be out there looking for stuff. But for high specialty buyers, you might want to be thinking about how do I make this into a part of what I'm doing? How do I buy online more regularly to flip online? Something to think about.